Moro.
Many are no. You know, black T-shirt, many march against state-sponsored harassment of many, abuse of power. Well, what's happening?
Not just abuse of power.
Why? What's
Thank
happening?
you very much. Moro is a good friend. I've not seen him in a while. For 8 months, they are in government, so he's forgotten about his own good friends. We've been very good friends, and good to see him again.
Okay.
And good morning to our viewers this morning, to my MPP fraternity, and to the youth wing of our party, who are staging a walk today against the state-sponsored harassment and abuse of power. And I think that a time like this, it is important to speak out. That is why, in solidarity with the youth wing of my party today, I am in this outfit. Because from here, I'll be joining them and thousands of people to march, first of all, to the police headquarters to present a petition, and to the Jubilee House to present a petition to the state of government to ensure that we take caution with the state of harassment and state-sponsored activities against its own opponent. I mean, for a country like Ghana and where we are today, I believe that the MPP has made many calls with respect to how its own members have been treated since President Mahama and his NDC had taken over the reins of governance from January 7th, 2025. And it's quite unfortunate that what we've witnessed so far can only be described as a harassment of its own opponent. And we can count numerous stars of the MPP who had been intimidated and trying to use the state arms of state to intimidate MPP people. What we are telling them today is that we won't be intimidated. We believe in democracy, and we've stood and fought for democracy under the Fourth Republic, a stable democracy. And today we cannot be intimidated. So we want the whole world to know that we work with the rule of law, and we expect the NDC government and President Mahama that you've won overwhelmingly and you have the numbers in parliament. It is not for you to oppress your opponent, but to ensure that you work for the good of our country. That is why today we are here. And if I should recount the activities since the NDC has taken over the reins of governance, I mean, it's appalling to say the least. If you see how people, even the last was your own anchor here, the host of Good Evening Ghana, what do you call it? Paula Dumotri. That how do we say that you are using the state security to intimidate and harass your own people? We count Paula Dumotri when he was arrested by the state security apparatus for investigations. You caution the person, you ask the person, do you have a property? He says, no, I don't have a property. But in that same caution statement, he gave all this information. When you want to grant him bail, he said, bring a property in your name before I could grant you bail. What does that mean? It means you are using the state security apparatus to harass your opponent. Chairman want to me, Abronye, Amadou Zakor, how do we call it, Sir Obama, and many more of our men. Because you pick Sir Obama, and what the police told us was that Sir Obama was invited to assist police in investigations. If you want somebody to assist in investigations, do you handcuff the person? Do you go to the residence of the person with over 20 armed policemen to invite the person to assist you in investigations? How can one assist you in investigations by arresting the person in that round style and putting him in handcuffs? How can one assist you? Because we are told to assist the police in investigations. So if you want me to assist you in investigation, you put me in handcuffs. You put me in a handcuff, and he was incarcerated in police cells for more than 10 days. Ahinkwanana, a radio presenter on Wontumi TV, was arrested in Kumasi, beaten mercilessly. The tapes are available and brought to Accra. We know of Amadou Zakor, what is made a Facebook post. He was picked up in Nima. He was sent to police cells for 3 days. We know of Abronye. If he made a statement, we all know all this. One can fall foul of the law. The laws of this country has prescribed how to deal with these matters of demeanor. But when you are using detention as a way to intimidate your opponent, these are things that we are saying, no, this is not the way to go. If you want us to couch into submission, we aren't going to be couched into submission by virtue of putting people in cells and all that. So these and many more things we are saying that, look, you have a right to invite people, you have a right to interrogate people. All the people who have been arrested and put in cells for many, many weeks, none of these cases are appeared before court for proper adjudication. So all that they are doing, you make a statement on social media, you've been picked up. You make a statement on radio, you'll be picked up. You made a statement anywhere, you'll be picked up. And we are saying that enough of this. If somebody says a wrongdoing, there are laws of this country to deal with it. To the extent that a judge of this country says that we are all not equal before the law. And I expected the government to even make a statement to that effect when the Constitution grants all of us the right to be equal before the law. A judge could make a public declaration in his judgment that we are all not equal before the law. This is a very serious statement to be coming from a judge of a court. And you expect government to make a statement to this effect. And all the arrests that have been made. Listen, in Akwitia, the vice chairman of the NDC had made a damning statement that if he had come to meet the minority leader, there would have been a by-election in his constituency. And the police, in the bizarre circumstances, immediately says that he's been invited and granted bail. Nobody knows that. But if it were to be any other person who makes such a statement, would have been put in police cells and slapped with a bail condition that can only be described as a punitive condition for the person to be put in cells. Chairman, to me, all of them that we can mention. And I think that enough is enough, because the criminal libel law, with repeal criminalization of speech, where we are today, I mean, there are processes to deal with it. So if somebody makes a statement that borders on defamation, that borders on that are not criminal, and you incriminate the person, you put the person behind bar for many, many weeks, and you make bail conditions very difficult for them. That is why we are saying that enough of this punishment, enough of this criminalization of speech in our country. Let people be taken through proper procedures. There are many, many NDC people today. We were in this country when Kevin Taylor, who a court of competent jurisdiction has cited him for contempt. And once you've been cited for contempt, once you enter the jurisdiction, any officer of the law who finds you will hand you over to that court to be dealt with. But Kevin Taylor came into this country protected by the state security apparatus and was given a safe house. And he had opportunity to go to an appellate court to set aside that contempt case. So
do you know it? Do you know it as a matter of fact that he was given state protection?
Yes, we have shown pictures where Kevin Taylor was living. In any case, before he files an application at that appellate court, officers of the law were in the court. They should have apprehended him and sent him to that particular court that cited him for contempt. What happened? When Kevin Taylor arrived, there were information of when he's arriving in this country. Where was the state security apparatus? And this is a gentleman who had insulted everybody, from Otumfuo, former president, even NDC cabinet members. He's insulted everybody in this country. He came to this country, left back to the state, granted state security support, and he left this country. Then tomorrow you go and pick Abronye and put him behind bars for weeks. What is his crime? You said he's insulted the IGP. That's the misdemeanor. There are processes to deal with this. So Kevin Taylor is more human than Chairman Abronye. Kevin Taylor is more human than Oketechi Afrifa. Kevin Taylor is more human, of course, because NDC is a beneficiary of President Mahama, a beneficiary of Kevin Taylor's assault on people, verbal assault on people in this country. So we cannot keep quiet. As a political party, as people who love democracy and had fought for democracy in this country, we cannot keep quiet any longer. So all that we are saying for 8 months, if this is the legacy President Mahama want to leave for this country, then I'm afraid we don't have a country to protect. We agree to disagree, but there are rules guiding our own statement, and there are laws that when I make a statement that goes against you, there are processes to deal with it. But you don't invite somebody to assist you in investigations, and you ransack his home, put him on. Why would Sir Obama be taking pictures in handcuffs and shared on social media? What is his crime? What crime has he committed? They used Black Maria to transport Abronye and ridiculed him. You know what Black Maria is? It's a walking cell. And a matter of misdemeanor, you put the person, it's hardened criminals that we put in Black Maria. When was the last time you saw Black Maria in this country? You are using Black Maria to ridicule a regional chairman of a political party. I mean, this is the height of the lowest standards in democracy we are experiencing under President Mahama. So these are things the young people of the MPP and Ghana, for that matter, can't keep quiet over. That is why, in solidarity with the youth wing of our party, we'll support them with every energy we have to make a statement to the state security apparatus. And the funny thing in all this, the NDC element are citing history. If we will not grow, let me remind them, power is transient. Power is transient. They should check their public rating today. Power, the day you are sworn in and handed over power, a chunk of your own supporters, you are losing them. And people are watching your actions and inactions. There were people who didn't vote in the last elections. Maybe 1 million or so will be voting in the next elections. Your actions today will inform their judgment in what their decisions are going to be.
Okay.
So for me, I think that it is not a call for the MPP alone to make. It is a call for everybody who loves democracy. The constitutionalism we have enshrined for this country under the Fourth Republic is what we must hold true to the good people of this country. That is why it must not be an MPP youth call alone.
Right.
All of us. Today, it is the members of the MPP. Tomorrow, it could be you. And the funny thing is that the police that are doing all this, let power change today. If we don't caution, these same police officers will be used to go and follow people. And they cause embarrassment for political class in this country. And we are celebrating today.
All right.